Niemann
Okay.
with black. He won the first game of
Hans,
today, and he's winning again.
Hans winning. It looks as though. Let's have a think. The bar at least is saying that this is pretty much all she wrote for Richard Rapport's. I mean, B3. Do you even have to be precise here? Perhaps not, right? I mean, why can't I just take this pawn off? I don't understand, because there are some back rank threats here. What am I missing, David?
I don't think you're missing anything, Lawrence. I think you can take that pawn. Maybe the safest move would be something like Queen F7, just to defend the black knight. I think the idea is to checkmate white on the back rank. White's knight doesn't have too many squares to go to. And for example, if White's knight is attacked, if it tries to retreat to E2, he does go back to F7. I love this move, I've got to say. And if the white knight drops back to E2, then there's going to be killer blows like H3, for example. Bishop E4. Maybe you give a check first on F1. Maybe checking on F1 is actually the most precise way to do this.
You mean before H3, just here?
Yeah.
Queen F1.
Give a check. If knight G1.
And if no, Bishop E4.
Yeah.
Sure.
Queen A2, H3, double pin, crash through on G2. That's brutal. And he's going to.
That is going to be all she wrote, isn't it? Really, to be honest. That is going to be too brutal.
And I mean, Niemann, he struggled yesterday, we've got to say. He drew several games against players 200, 300 points below him. But he won the first game of the day. He won now. Well, he's about to win now. And that's what you need to do. No matter how poor the start, you need to get on a streak. And he is racing up the table. Yeah, as black against Rapport, Lawrence, that's not an easy game either. What a win.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, which is going to be my only sort of controversial question to you. You know Magnus extremely well. Has Magnus told you personally, if he does play Hans, given the history, what's going to happen? Okay, we are going to move on from that one. Ignore everything I said.
Yeah, I think that's a topic that we'll approach if and when it becomes relevant.
If and when. Okay.
In the meantime, potentially a great win by Niemann. He's about to pick up the white knight. You've got to be slightly careful. There's a checkmate threat on the board. Queen takes G7 is a threat for white. But after this very precise move order, black giving a check, forcing white's bishop passive, now the knight falls. And black is a knight up, also with a devastating attack incoming. This one is in its final throws now, this game. G2 is the target long-term for black's light squared bishop, and I think we'll see Rapport throw in the towel. I think we'll see him resign any moment now. There we go. It's a handshake. Niemann takes a huge victory.
Massive, massive, massive victory there for Hans Niemann, putting him in the mix